here. There's a lot of people who have been having problems because they feel they're not valued. Patrick Godson, I see you. Thanks for coming, brother, from Namibia. Um, Evelyn, thanks for that. Thanks. I see your gift coming. Thanks so much. Sherry Given, I see you coming in. There are these people who have approached me. I've had sessions with some students who ask, um, what happens when your man or your woman don't give you time? It's crazy, right? If he's not giving me time, if she's not giving me time, what do I do? All right. If I'm the one calling every day, if I'm the one, starting this conversation every single day, what do I do, coach? If she's chatting with another woman, if she's, you know, hiding his phone, he's not, there's, in other words, there is a question mark in that relationship. What do I do? If he used to speak to me so nicely, he used to give me time, he used to take me out, he used to buy for me this, but no longer, I'm no longer seeing it. What am I going to do? If he's still speaking to his exes, so many, I'm just trying to give examples, but I know there's a lot of things that we can talk about here, all right? That people are doing out there, and it's making you to feel like, is it really happening? Am I really in a relationship? All right? Is there something wrong here? Read the topic again, guys. Vibe alone until you are valued. In other words, what I'm saying is, if somebody is not valuing your time, guys, time is money. And as it is said, time is money. If someone is not valuing the fact that you are giving them the space to call, and then you receive their call and you start speaking to them. Yani, kwa Kiswahili, sorry guys, those who don't understand Swahili, I'll translate, so don't worry if you hear a language you don't understand. Keep calm, I'll translate. Yani, umempa mtu nafasi kwa maisha yako, but tena unadai, unaomba kupigiwa simu. You've given somebody time, space, chance, opportunity to be part of your life, but you are begging to be called. You're begging to be taken out. You're begging to somebody to be with you. You are begging for that. Somebody came into your life and you said yes, or you approached someone and they said yes. And now you knew that these people have now become part of me. But again, you are now begging for their time. You're wondering, like, where do I belong? This guy is never calling me. He's never giving me space. He's never giving me time. He's not responding to my messages. Blue ticking, gray ticking. What's up? My friend, do you value yourself? You won't tell me that you will sit there begging for somebody to be part of you. People who came by themselves, they came asking you for relationship. And then you find yourself at a corner somewhere trying to beg them to send you a message, trying to beg them to text you back. Just because the society says that, oh, it's not good to move from here to there. Vibe alone until you are valued. You see, if somebody doesn't understand what your value is, you'll beg for them to call you. When people don't understand what your value is, you'll beg for them to be part of your life, even after allowing them to be there. When people don't understand your value, you will feel like you do not belong. There's nothing valuable that is never being chased. Imagine, I want to ask you a question, guys. Imagine today somebody throws a gold, like even 10 kilos of gold, at a place, just goes and throws it there and says that whoever takes it will bring it home, or will take it home. Whoever picks it will take it home. How many people are going to run to pick that gold? Why are they running? To pick the gold. Will you see a mad person running to pick the gold? Will you see a kid running to pick the gold? Will you see somebody who doesn't know the importance and value of gold running to pick it? They won't. Will you see people who have more golds, all right? More kilos of golds running to pick that? They won't. It means they don't see the value of that gold. So why do you push yourself to a point where you have to beg? Like the gold has been thrown, and then now gold is begging people, come pick me, please. The gold is asking itself that why are people not picking me? Why are people just passing? You know, guys, I want you people to focus, look at life in a very easy way. You see, life is so simple. Relationships are so simple, guys. You don't have to try looking so wide, like you're wondering why somebody's not calling me. Just figure out whatever has value. Who's gonna even beg? How will gold be telling people, please pick me up? Please, it's almost raining. Come on, get me out of this ground. People are gonna scramble for the gold because they know its value. So now, this is the catch. You are interesting, yeah? You are laughing and you are happy that now, oh wow, he's talking my situation. But now this is the catch. Are you the gold? Are you the gold? Have you defined yourself? Have you put yourself to be valuable in the space where you're putting yourself? Are you the gold? You could just be a stone sometimes. You can just be a stone that is, has been washed with the water. You are inside the sea, and water passes by and washes you, and you're shining, but you're just a stone. That's why you're begging, maybe. All right. You could be begging because you're a stone. What is coach now talking about? Now again, he's making me to feel like he was talking, he was just saying what I want to hear. But now, what is he saying? My brothers and sisters, sometimes we forget ourselves so much because we are begging for people to pick us, even though we were gold. So instead, we are starting to lose value because the gold is on the ground and now it's attracting trashes. So we are losing the value because we are thinking we're gold, but we are not because we never define the kind of a person we are. Sometimes you are raising your value to a standard where it doesn't belong because even gold sometimes loses value. Does it? Does it? Are you the gold? Have you defined yourself? Have you put yourself in a category where you can be weighed and your value can be defined by the weight that you give, but it's not defined by where you have been put. For example, it might be difficult to understand, guys, but I want you to understand. You see, if you throw gold on the ground and it's rained on, and it's covered by mud, it doesn't lose value. When somebody passes there, they won't recognize that gold is there. But somebody who knew that there was gold there, or the gold itself, knows that it's still a gold. Some of us have been covered by the mud. Some of us have been washed away by the floods. Maybe you're broken, you're divorced, you don't have education, no money, you're coming from a very poor, humble background. You might be thinking you don't have value. The gold doesn't lose value. Even when you throw it and you keep it somewhere for years, it always appreciates. It doesn't lose value. It might lose the weight because the flood might come, and during that flooding, some pieces of it might be trashed away. It might lose the weight, not the value. So in your begging, you might lose the weight, but never compromise your value, guys. We have begged for so many times for people to call us. We've begged people to be part of our lives. People have come and spoke sweet words to us, and we've accepted to give them our lives. And we said that I love you. We said you'll be my king, I'll be your queen. After 1 month, you're begging for a call. After 1 month, you're wondering why this guy, always when he comes, his phone is always placed on table with the back facing up. It's on vibration and silent. I used to have the password for this phone. Why was the password changed? Why is he always switching off his phone when we are together? Your value don't change. But if you allow the flood, the water, to pass by, your weight is going to change. So when you allow this phone to be turned this way, and now you start thinking like, why? Why is it being turned? Why is he no longer, why did he change his password? Your weight is changing. Many of us have forgotten that it is the weight that changes, not the value. And therefore, they've tarnished their value by themselves. I coach some people. You've been there, you've been divorced, you are having a kid, and you're thinking like, now my value is, I'm not in the market, I'm not in the market price. My value has reduced. Who told you? Your weight has reduced. Yes, you're no longer that you're no longer weighing the same on the scale, but the value doesn't reduce. So don't beg for calls. Don't beg for people to be there for you. Don't beg for somebody to take you to places they used to take you. Stay alone. Stay single. Be alone until you're valued. Don't beg for somebody to understand what you're worth. Things that are worthy, nobody begs. They don't even beg. The most expensive car in the world is never advertised. Have you ever realized that? The most expensive car in the world, they don't advertise it. It doesn't appear in any advertisement slots. You'll never see it. Tell me if you've ever in your life came across an advertisement of a Rolls Royce. You'll never see. In fact, the production, they don't even worry like we need to produce more cars. They produce just a limited number, limited edition, because they know what it's worth. They know its value. My brothers and sisters, it is hard to live in this world today, but it is easier when we know who we are. Life is the most beautiful thing, guys. I love Evelyn because since I knew Evelyn as a generous person, and I knew her as a fan who always watches my videos, I followed her. And I've been watching at her videos. You guys, sometimes you might think I don't, and I like some of her videos. I even comment in some of her videos. This is what happens. The reason why I love Evelyn and I try sometimes to watch her videos, she inspires. She will never talk. But if you watch those videos, the way she's dancing, the way she does it, I don't know. She's got just some vibes. Do you know what you want? Do you know how to define yourself? Do you know how to portray yourself out there? Do you know how to present yourself? How do you take yourself? How do you see yourself? Who told you that just by having a scar because you gave birth to a child, now you have scar all over your tummy? Who told you your value is gone just because of those stretch marks? Who told you? Who said? You've just lost the weight, not the value. Guys, life sometimes have got setbacks, I know. But we can't allow setbacks to keep us back. Setbacks is like a drunkard person who staggers. A drunkard person will stagger. They will make one step forward and three steps back. One step forward and two steps back. But at the end, they'll reach home. That's how setbacks work. They'll try to, you know, make you feel like you'll not reach. But when you keep on moving, you reach the place. I don't care how many child or children you've miscarried. I don't care how many women you've tried to marry, but you could not keep, and you're a man here, and now you're seeing yourself as not worthy enough to even approach a woman and talk to them. As a woman, you are seeing yourself not worthy enough to try to have a child again. I want to tell you something. Everyone has a chance to get. But if you allow setbacks to take the space of your getting, you'll never get. But if you allow your value to stand above your weight that has been lost, above the setbacks that have come into your life, you get there. You win. It doesn't matter how many times you've gone through that setback. What stands out is, let us remember what our value is. It doesn't matter how many times you've been rejected. It doesn't matter how many marriages you've tried and they never worked. It doesn't matter how many boyfriends you've had. The moment you remember where your turning point is, and you straightforward look at yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and say that, hey, you have tried, you've walked so many journeys. They never worked, but now it has to work. You realize that if you find your value and you find yourself and you define who you are, it will be easier for you to move on even after having 20 plus relationships that never worked. It will work. Remember, guys, Sarah waited, Abraham waited, but it finally worked. There are people who have waited for long, guys. Sometimes I speak, and the reason why I speak is like, I never gotten it on a silver platter. I worked hard for it. I have been discouraged. I've been pulled down. I've been told the negative sides of not trying. I've been told so many things of, you can't go to this place, you can't get that. But something told me that if you believe, if you try consistently, if you come again and again, People get tired and they say, we are tired of you, take it. We lose hope so fast. We lose hope so fast. But life has got its reward. Those who try, those who don't lose hope, those who see their value above what they've lost in life always succeeds. I'm not trying to motivate somebody here who's lazy. I don't motivate lazy people. I don't inspire lazy people. I don't inspire people who love to hear nice words. I love people who sit down after being told some good things and figure out that how can my life then change from what he has been talking about. I've been there. I've been trying. I've never been trying. I've never been doing this. So now how can I do? Eva Okello, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my sister. We will reach the 10K. Guys, keep on tapping the screen. Like the video if you can. Send those gifts if you can. Share the video if you can. It motivates us as well. All right? So, this is my message to you guys today. That was my message for you today. It's as simple as that. Your time is coming, guys.